What's up, everybody? Kai's back here, and I figure due to a couple requests, I do an update video on the Spectral Shield Throw build I've been playing. This is going to show a much more juiced version, just showing where I've got taken it and where I plan to go with it. So currently we are level 99 at about 30% in, 29% to be exact. And my goals for this character right now are to hit 100. I've never done it before. I always usually give up around like 96, 97 and move on to a new character. We're going to go for it. I would like to go through a large set of Ubers and Guardians and stuff like that. So we've been farming up some things. Just sold a bunch of Maven's Writs, but I'll get some more. And we're just building up a bunch of these, and we're going to run them. And those are the goals for the character. Now, talking equipment-wise, what we've done some changes to our Atlas tree. We've done some changes to our skill tree a little bit, and our items. So we'll go ahead and start with the items and the gems, and I'll show you what I've changed. So, since the video, we did change our weapon. We picked up this Samber Scepter, and the biggest difference is it comes with some fizz as extra lightning, and then it comes with some still the fizz converted to cold, which we need, and then it has a hatred effect on it. So we picked up this thing for about, I believe, 4 divines, and I'm trying to get a good skill tree on it. Unfortunately, I just put 1 onto it, and it gave me the thing I wanted, but then it gave me a fizz converted to lightning, so I had to scrap the tree and get a new one, which isn't good. And we're pretty much just going to be looking for a crit multi-roll on it with the -3 crit chance because it doesn't affect your Spectral Shield Throw crit. So we're looking for the global crit multi, which ends up being about a 1.4 million DPS increase. So that's what we're looking for at the moment. So that was one upgrade. Another upgrade that we did on the equipment is we got an Ashes. So we fit on Ashes, we put Vengeance Cascade. We end up getting a max quality one with a decent reservation, so it allows us to run everything we need and still manage to shoot our skill. And this thing cost me probably like 36 divines because I went for a more premium quality roll. And I'd say it's one of the better upgrades I did, so I'm happy with this one. And then if we look at gems, let's take a look here. We picked up Anomalous Blood and Sand. What this lets us do is, if you read the bottom, as long as we're in blood stance, we get 66% increased projectile damage. We're able to squeeze it in because of a change we do with precision as well. And getting the Ashes. So we're running this for a little bit more damage now. That cost me about a divine. We spent about 60 chaos in Enhanced 3. I was debating going for a 4, but I'll wait. So we just picked up an Enhanced 3. We stick it on the Defiance banner, which doesn't get a higher reservation because it's free. And the Blood is saying it's a very minuscule amount. So it ends up just enhancing the damage we get more. So that was that. We then picked up Anomalous Precision. This gives it less reservation. I think I paid 2 divines for this. But it's less reservation. It allows you to fit in the Anomalous Blood and Sand between the mix of this and that. And nothing too crazy there. This was probably one of our more expensive pickups. Is we picked up an Enlightened 4. And this cost about 10 divines. But I figured it's a good investment if I do other characters just to have around. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on that. And I think the supports we were pretty much... I had the Awakened gems, but if not, the Awakened Elemental was about 3 divines. I know I wasn't sure if I had this one. Pretty sure I had the Vicious Projectiles. And that's pretty much what we did around the gear category. Except on the skill tree as well. For now, I temporarily swapped down the projectile tree down here. I took the right 2 nodes to save a point, because I wanted to pick up this jewel socket here. And what we did with that is we replaced our yellow jewels. We don't have those anymore. And we picked up a Forbidden Flesh and a Forbidden Flame. And we picked up Headsman, which is pretty much a 20% calling strike with some added quality of life of movement speed and attack speed when you kill a rare enemy. So it's just a really nice damage increase. It was like about 4.5 million on the planner. We went ahead and threw that in. I paid about 22 divine for the pair. It's expensive, but I just figured why not? If I roll their champions, which I might this league, it's good to have. And pretty solid overall. Other than that, the skill tree should look almost exactly the same. When I get my last point, I will probably go ahead and move these over. Go ahead and move these points back over here and take the crit multi. And that's it for that tree. Now, as for the Atlas, I've undergone a lot of changes on that. If we open the Atlas here, I kept Beast, I kept Metamorph. That didn't change. But what we did do is we spec'd a little bit more into getting Guardian and Conquer maps. And I went back into Ritual. I pretty much grabbed the Ritual tree at the top. The Ritual tree over here at the top left, only the right side. We grab a little bit of this Ritual here. We don't care about blood vessels. We just care about the spawn monsters at the quicker rate. So we go ahead and pick that up. And then we pick up the spawn rate. And then I also spec'd it to the ghosts, just to get more Torment Spirits, but give me quite a bit of Gilded Scarabs doing it this way, so we get both trees for the Gilded. And that's pretty much the only change you made to the Atlas. Other than that, I would say the build is pretty much what it was, what you guys saw. And my major goals are now to get, just for the hell of it, if I save about 80 divides, I can get over 800 energy shield with over 2,000 armor shield. I was seeing them for about that, which would be around, I think it's an 8 mil DPS increase. And then we can also save for a Watcher's Eye, which is about 50-60 divides to keep the physical to cold. But we could also get Spell Suppress, 15. And if we do that, we could actually cut these two nodes because I'm actually 2 overcapped. And that would allow us to put them wherever. Or we could just get like Hatred with some Precision Multi. There's a lot of options. So that's pretty much where we're at with the build. Other than that, it's exactly the same. We'll run one map here. I'll just run Cemetery, just to show you guys what it's capable of. We'll go ahead and put a Gilded Bestiary Metamorphed, or a Gilded Bestiary Polished Metamorph, and then we'll put just some fragments in here to get some more quality. We'll go in, kind of show you guys where it's at, and we'll end the video quickly today. Just figure I'd make a nice little update. For the most part, it's good. The only issue it still has is crit resist, but there's not really much you could do about that. Crit resist is just its own little beast, and you just gotta either say fucking ignore it if you can, or just try and burst it down. That's where the Headsman passive has helped a lot. Like the 20% quality has helped quite a bit with that. Work on this bow. Try to do a Crucible every tree. Make pretty good money doing them. You get geodes and certain things like this that just end up making it worth it. And mobs aren't too bad with this build. Pretty much almost face take most of them. If you get one of the uniques, you gotta be a little careful, but other than that, works out pretty well. But I will say too, I've tested a little bit more on the map mods. Pretty much I run every map mod now. There isn't one that bothers me. If it's certain maps, I might switch it, but it's really up to every person, however they feel like they can run. Guardian's Challenge, we'll take that. But I was running regen and leech because I wasn't sure no leech, and I don't really have a problem. Like I kill stuff so quick that it hasn't been an issue. There might be certain situations, though, where I could regret it. Probably actually walked over a Ritual. I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest. But I'm also debating, if people want to see it, just let me know. I can, like, show a really budget-friendly build this. Because I know the having to spend 4 Divine on Spectral Throw Alt-Quality Gem, or Spectral Shield Throw Alt-Quality Gem kind of sucks. But maybe I can make a budget version for you guys, like a super budget version in the builder, so you have it. And then one of the other questions I've been getting a lot of. I guess I didn't cover it well in the video, but like, how did I level? And more or less, I just leveled with Ice Shot. You can pretty much use whatever you wanted. I did Ice Shot until Spectral Shield Throw was available. Then I did Spectral Shield Throw. And I will say, well, the leveling experience didn't feel terrible. It didn't feel great, honestly, until I went to maps and until I got the Anoint going. Once we got that going, everything was fine, and then even when I had, like, my prior gear, I was killing most shit super quick. Like, that didn't really change too much. Like, the kill speed hasn't been the problem, it's just making it super fast, just for personal reasons. I just feel like just juicing a build for once. I really never, like, overdone it to the point of, like, overspending, so I figured, why not? And then I was also debating, if you guys want to know how I'm making divines, I can make a video on that. Been pretty good on that. Most days I'm making between, if I play like 5-6 hours, I'm walking away with like 40 divines sometimes. You guys hear a sound over there. Speak of the devil. But I'm making about 40 divines, and that involves like trading currencies up, beasts, certain things. So if you guys want a guide on how I'm making my money, I could kind of show you that too. Just go ahead and leave a comment, or maybe I'll make it anyway. Just because it's good to have. Oh, another reliquary key. We'll go open that as a bonus on the video. Since we got it on the video, we open it on the video. And then I know I also talked about Metamorph, if it's worth it. I've done like 3 or 4 more sets of Metamorph. And I usually at least net 1 to 2 divines. But what I'm starting to realize is I walk away with about 3 to 4 divines profit from doing the limbs. But I could just sell all of them for about a total of 4. If I sold all 250 limbs, I could make about 4 divines. So I might just start selling the limbs and just running it in maps, because I'm making good money on it on maps. I missed a ritual somewhere, but I'm not too worried about it. Just gonna go ahead and do a defer. Another defer. We're just trying to see if we find a divine. Oh, we got Exalt. And then we'll just pick up some stuff. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and run our Metamorphs. Now, there's kind of no reason to it. I should get better at looking to see if it is, like, crit resist, because that's what gets me a lot of the time. But it really doesn't matter what you put in, as long as you're getting your pieces. We got our Metamorph, who we can. And then you get another one. Now, the other one is just for a chance for bonus loot, so you kind of just pick, like, what you want out of here. I usually go Catalysts if they're there. Yeah, you got 2 Prismatic, that's 18 Chaos right there. Probably more than you would have got if you picked the currency node. So those are those. We'll go ahead and put this stuff away. As you can see, I got a dump tab just accumulating. And then we'll do this void key, because I said we found on the stream. Then we'll end the video, and we'll go from there. I'm like 0 for 4 on these, by the way. Like literally 0 for 4 on void keys. Alright, whoops, and I go right back to the portal. That's a bad luck. That's a bad omen. You know what? I'll take that. We'll take a foil Shavs. That's kind of funny, actually. Alright, guys. That's it. As I said, I might put up a starter-friendly build as well. As well as you guys want to see how I make my money on this game, I'm glad to show it. But appreciate you guys. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the next video.